So everybody who is here, this is a new segment. It's something new I'm trying out. So a couple weeks back, we had my 1 year celebration, which actually inspired this. This is now my new segment called The Rise of Whoever of the Streamer I'm interviewing at the time. Today I have with me, his name is BlindCruz Gaming. This is going to be a little different than usual. It is going to be informational for you guys to learn about these streamers I'm going to be bringing on. Some of you may be in chat, and I'm looking forward to this. So getting started, BlindCruz Gaming. Let's talk about your name. How did you come up with your name, BlindCruz Gaming?
Well, it's kind of funny because my the BlindCruz actually came from, it originated as Blind Skates. Because in my teenage years, when I was loose and limber, I used to be a big skateboarder, and I only rode blind skateboards. So that kind of just went up that way, and then all of a sudden I switched over to Santa Cruz skateboards. So then I just kind of merged the two to get BlindCruz Gaming.
Nice. So in your young age, you were a skater boy. Did she say "see you later, boy"?
Oh, all the time. Still with the same girl, too, 20 years later.
Oh, my God. I'm looking at your setup. So, I mean, we're going to go a lot about your setup, but I'm looking at all the Pops figures, and I love the Baby Yoda on the bottom.
There you go.
Yo, you have two Deadpools. You have Mando, Baby Yoda. You have Silent Bob and Jay. You have two Silent Bobs, though.
One is here, let me grab some here just so we can put you guys back. Oh, hold on. So I got Amazon exclusive Kevin Smith, and then I got I'm on the search right now for the matching Silent Bob for this one. So this one is from Strike Back. Silent Bob Strike Back, and this one is from Reboot, Silent Bob Reboot. Nice. So now I'm on the search for the matching J and the matching Bob, but the matching Bob for this is like $200.
No shit. So they're Kevin.
And this one was 110.
Wow. See, all the ones I got, so I don't show them because they're in front of me, but I like Pops because they're really interesting to get. And seeing obviously you're a nerd, so this is gonna go have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I got a couple I had for a while. They were from the Star Wars Smuggler's Bounty boxes, and I have one from the Marvel, which was a Spider-Man. But that's awesome. Those are really cool. I really dig the Baby Yoda one. My wife.
I know. I just actually, that was kind of my go-to. That was the biggest one I purchased so far. Those in Mando.
That's awesome. So,
and
go ahead.
I was just going to say, and now I'm currently collecting the very first series of Star Wars, like the original 1, 2, 3, 4, Princess Leia, Han Solo, all that stuff. So, and my pugs are actually named after Princess Leia and Obi-Wan Kenobi. So
that's funny. No, that's what the other day we were talking, and you were talking about Princess Leia, and there was like somebody from my stream named Princess Leia. You're like, oh, that's my pug's name. I'm like, oh, this is too funny.
Yeah. That's
so
awesome.
All right, tell us a little bit about yourself, other than just your name as a streamer.
I'm a father of 3 kids. My kid is a streamer as well. My daughter is a gamer as well. We're all kind of Xbox gamers, so they play on the Xbox One. My wife was a gamer as well for a while, but now she doesn't have an Xbox. But basically, that's what I do. It's just kind of my spare time is I spend time with the family, I game, and then it's cheaper than drinking and all the other crap out there right now. Well, actually, you know what? That's a lie because it ain't cheaper.
No, it's a lot more expensive.
Yeah, it's being that I got that sitting on my shelf right now too. So,
all right. So the first thing I would like to touch on is what made you, like, when you were younger, what was like your go-to video game, like you got into gaming with?
Oh man, yeah, I was playing on Atari. Like I remember the old school, actually ColecoVision is what I played on. The old Pong, the dunk, 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 dunk. That one. And then I played Pitfall, tons of Pitfall on Atari. And then when PlayStation originally came out, I remember standing in line and buy the very first PlayStation. And then I played Tomb Raider like crazy, Crazy Taxi, all those old school games. And then, yeah, eventually just kind of upgraded to the PlayStation series and then got the Xbox 360 and all that other crap.
Really? So you went from PlayStation. So I'm assuming this is how you went. Is you went PS1, PS2, Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox Series X.
Yes and no, because the only reason I switched to Xbox was funny because I had the PlayStation when gaming all went online, and when the games all went online and everybody was playing multiplayers and stuff like that. PlayStation was free, so you're able to play for free on PlayStation.
Yes,
but Xbox you had to pay for. So I always stuck to PlayStation 3, I think that was, in Xbox 360 is when you could play online or whatever. Or no, Xbox, yeah, it was 360, I think. But anyways, you play online, and once PlayStation started charging for it, I went back to the Xbox because I really enjoyed the Xbox controller, the games Xbox offered, the style of the Xbox, and all that stuff. But I always still stuck with PlayStation as well.
All right, so you went from Atari all the way up to the PlayStation. Working from there, you went Xbox.
Unfortunately.
So this interview is now done. Now,
Yeah.
so in honest opinion, and this is like one of the biggest things, PlayStation has had the same controller since basically PS1. The same design. They changed it a little bit. So you would hands down say that the Xbox controller is more than comfortable than the PlayStation controller.
You know what though? I'm fine with either controller. Like, a gamer is a gamer no matter what system you play on, Xbox, PlayStation, PC. Everybody plays games. You give me a choice between Xbox and PlayStation, I'll choose Xbox because I'm playing on the Series X and it's freaking sick. But I'll still play the PlayStations, I'll still play PC games. But I can only afford one system. I can only afford to play games on one because it's very expensive when you buy games on all multiple platforms.
Yes, it is. And you're not
now, if there's any sponsors out there, then if they're wanting to give me a PlayStation or a PC.
Well, here's the next question for you, and I'm gonna delve a lot into how you came to be. What made you get into streaming?
I don't even know. Like, I just seen, like, I was going to get into streaming when Twitch first hit, like when it was big, like when it wasn't even big, like people were just doing it. But the only problem I had was I just couldn't afford it at the time. Like, it was so expensive to buy the stuff you needed for it. It was, you needed the fastest PC to do it. And I had no idea what the hell I was doing. And I was too busy, partying up and working and all this other crap and then raising my kids too. Right. So my kid, when he was, 12, I think he said, "Dad, I want to become a streamer." And I was like, "Let's do it. Let's get all your stuff." So we started buying stuff. Actually, YouTube was the big thing. So he wanted to be a YouTube streamer. And I was like, "Let's do it." Then we just never got around to it. I don't even know why. But, and then just in the last year before Christmas, I was just playing, and one day I'm just gonna stream. I just started up a Twitch account and I just started streaming games and pushing for it. And I was like, you know what? I play it anyways. Why not just throw a video of it out there and see what happens? And like, if I make it big, I make it big. If I don't, I don't. I'm still playing games and it's kick-ass.
How long did it take you? I know you're an affiliate on Twitch, so how long did it take you to hit affiliate? Just out of curiosity.
Well, see, it took me about a month because what happened is I was new to it and I was just kind of like aiming hard. Like, I was putting in major hours and not worrying about the viewers. And all of a sudden, like, I didn't care about views. I was just playing for the fun of it and just streaming. And then all of a sudden I was like, well, you know what? Let's actually try. See, so what happened is started looking into the algorithms and the numbers and all this stuff. And then basically I realized that in order to become affiliated, I just had to stop for a week. Get my numbers up. I stopped for literally 1 week. Came back. I was affiliated.
No shit.
Because the first 2 weeks I was streaming like 4-hour streams with one viewer the whole time. And then the second week I started getting 3 viewers the whole time. And then, like, that first week just killed me because I think I had like 20 or 30 hours of just straight streaming with only one viewer.
Yeah.
So I had to get rid of all those viewers in order to get my thing. So I just stopped for a week and then came back to go to stream one day, and all of a sudden it's like, congratulations, you're affiliated.
What was the first game you streamed?
Call of Duty.
COD? Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
No. And then I try streaming Valhalla or games like that. Like, I find that I get too into those games where I can't pay attention to my chat or I can't pay attention to what's going on because I'm too depth into the damn game, where Warzone's kind of like, you die, who cares, blah, 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 blah. But like, I streamed Valhalla for a little bit there, and it was going okay, but it was just, to me, it seemed like it was boring content.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So where Call of Duty's kind of like, it's not as boring, but at least it's kind of like you can interact with chat a lot more and stuff like that.
Now, have you tried streaming on other platforms other than Twitch, or are you just Twitch?
I'm actually level up on Facebook as well.
No
so
shit.
I have both platforms. I got level. Actually, Facebook was my first platform I was able to get sponsored by, or not sponsored, but hit the affiliate program. And I started doing it on Facebook solely. Then I just realized there's more benefits with Twitch than there was on Facebook. So then I just decided to hammer on Twitch. And then now I'm kind of more on Twitch. I used to stream on both at the same time, but now it's just kind of like only do the Twitch.
Yeah.
Share on Facebook.
So not only do you have Twitch and Facebook as a streamer, you also have another platform that you like to fuck around on.
No, I don't. There's no visual proof of that.
Do you want me to pull up
You
your
mean
TikTok?
You mean my TikTok?
Yeah.
That was when I was truck driving and I was really bored.
I mean, do you still put out TikTok content or no? Not really.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I put out not as often as I used to. I used to do a joke of the day when I was driving in my semi, because I used to be a long haul trucker, eh? So I used to run into the States and all that. I'm from Canada, by the way. If anyone's questioning that.
There's nothing to boot
but
it.
yeah, I used to nothing to boot that. But anyways. Oh yeah, by the way, there you go. Anyways, yeah, no, I used to do a TikTok of the day, a joke of the day. Some are racy, some were PG-13, you know. But now it's just kind of stupid crap, I guess. Just random stuff I think is funny.
Why don't you still do the joke of the day?
Because I'm very loud when I do it. My wife would freaking punch me in the face.
You just go outside in your personal car.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking about doing it, but there's just some things that, when you do a joke of the day, you just got to try and stay relevant. And then now that I'm streaming on Twitch, some of the jokes were kind of really inappropriate, like the joke I shared that one day, you know, why do people in wheelchair get picked on all the time? Because they can't stand up for themselves,
I mean, and that being said, in another part we'll talk about in a minute is being a content creator, we have to change the way we act and talk. So, before, you've been streaming for a couple months now, correct?
Yes. End of November I started.
All right. Oh, so yeah, several months. Taking that into effect, you can now change the way you do your TikToks. Maybe they're not going to be on that kind of grand, but you could... I like the content. I'm sorry, and it's just I'm a fan of dark humor, so dark humor is my thing. My wife's best joke that she ever found is, what's the difference between Jesus and a picture of Jesus? Jesus, it only took one nail to hang up the picture. Yeah. But that being said, I love dark humor.
If you actually go through my TikToks, I think I have that in there.
But you take that kind of stuff, and it's funny. People like a good laugh, and that's what the one thing as a streamer trying to go on TikTok is. You got to have and I'm gonna preach to the choir when I don't do it. Is you got to go with the trends. You got to be funny. You got to. I'm just not that on there, but all right. So, on your road of growing as a streamer, did you find any struggle with it? Excuse me.
Any struggle on my like just any struggle through the streaming?
Yeah, like
Basically just the viewers. Like you just gotta relate to the viewers. You just gotta, it is not easy to try and get viewers into highly saturated games. Like, the problem is I play Warzone a lot. I play Cold War. I play stuff like that, which is a highly saturated game on Twitch and Facebook and stuff. So there's like thousands of people out there playing it. You just got to have something to draw those viewers in.
all right.
And then once you get 5-6 viewers in your thing, and that's when you start bumping up on that list and getting higher and higher and higher. And then more people are going to see your content and stuff like that. So you gotta be relevant. You gotta be, I try to change up the games. Like I'm thinking about going back to my Far Cry and Assassin's Creed originals and stuff like that. So
yeah. My other thing with this is, and we'll go into toxic gaming, which everybody knows who I am with that. But what is your feeling? Have you had toxicity in your stream?
You know what? I have lucked out. I have not actually. I don't think I've had anybody toxic in my stream at all, honestly, like in my chats and stuff like that. I think the highest views I've had is 20 people in my chat at one time. And, just try to promote positivity. And on top of that, like I'm a pretty funny dude. So people just love me. So it's great.
Not only funny, but cocky, what you see. But no, that being said, though, is being, all right, so we've gone on with all of that. So in your gaming history, you said you played on Xbox 360, so that was the heyday of toxic gaming. So my question for you is, how do you feel about toxic gaming years ago to toxic gaming today?
Oh, years ago, you just had the adults being all toxic. Now it's just like you get told off by 8-year-olds, and it's sad. Actually, I still think I got messages in my Xbox from 360 days and the Xbox One days of the just getting called a shithead and stuff like that. Because like I'm not the greatest Call of Duty player. Like I think my kill death ratio is the highest it's ever been, is 1.0. You know what I mean? Like it's shit. But I do it for fun. So like, you play with a bunch of guys and shit like that, they get toxic because they're like, oh, you're suck, you're blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, because I don't do this professionally. I don't do this because I make a living from it. I do it because I want to have fun. I want to unwind after work. I want to just bullshit with people. And, as we used to say when me and my wife would come home from work, we're like, let's go kill people now. Like we got to watch how loud we say that in a store, because then they're going to be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. And you're not wrong. So dealing with that, what was your worst moment of gaming while streaming?
Oh man, I think it was actually a week ago. It was just a shit stream. Like nothing would go right. Like Streamlabs would crash, or Twitch would do something, or my Xbox would freeze, and Call of Duty would be like, oh, your download didn't complete, or blah 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 blah. So it's just ended up being like horrible. I think it was 1 hour of straight, just for that entire hour I played 15 minutes, I think. It was just horrible.
Yeah.
And you get so frustrated, you just want to smash it. And I think I broke a controller that day too. So, but that was an Xbox One controller, so it was okay.
Yeah, they're easily replaced.
Exactly. That's why I got this now.
All right. So we have. I have the original, but.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
just.
So,
just got this bad boy.
We talked about your worst moment. Let's talk about your best moment. What was the most memorable moment you had on stream?
Oh, you know what? Okay, it wasn't my stream though. That's the thing. So I watch Jason Mewes on Twitch all the time. He's a pretty damn good gamer, and he's pretty funny as hell. And I've met him a few times, and but he was having a bad stream. Like he was in a hotel, he couldn't get his stream to work and shit like that. And I'm in chat. Of 300 or 200 people he had in his chat, it was like this guru of Streamlabs of sorts. And he was like, I don't understand why I can't have this working, blah, 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 blah. So I just random shot. I'm like in chat. I was like, hey, if you do this, this, and this, you'll be able to get your screen to duplicate and blah, 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 blah. And I went on this whole thing, and all of a sudden he does it. And he's like, oh, Blind, thanks so much, man. I appreciate that. Blah, 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 blah. And then I got a gifted sub out of it because of that. That was freaking awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so that, like, it wasn't my stream, but still pretty damn cool to get Jason Mewes noticing you and you helping out,
him,
dude like that.
Yo, no.
You know, he's a partner, he's all this, and you're helping him out. That's awesome.
So, all right, a lot of people, and I don't knock people for using it, but when people say small streamer, do you consider yourself a small streamer, or do you just consider yourself a streamer?
I am just a streamer. I use the small streamer hashtag because, I'm under that 200 mark and, I technically am smaller than everybody else and my views are small. So, if I started getting on an average of 20 people in my chat or something like that, or 20 viewers, then I'm not going to classify myself as a really small streamer anymore. Yeah. Because if you can consistently hit that 15 to 20 mark, you're doing it good. Like right now, I'm consistently hitting 3, I think. So I'm still holding up my affiliated status, but that's not too bad.
Well, you can't lose affiliate as long as you could have
Chad.
You can have so funny thing with Twitch, as long as you stream once per year, you cannot lose affiliate.
And see, that's awesome.
Oh, that's why I love Twitch. Fuck Facebook. I tried Facebook streaming. It was a nightmare for me.
Fuck Facebook.
Yeah, it's. Honestly, I just use it to post my link, but that's a different story.
That's all I do. I share it on all those, all the Twitch streamers and shit like that. Those Facebook sites, and that's about it.
All right, so toxic gaming. One of the biggest things that you see in gaming is, and I want to pick your brain. Like, listen, I'm not trying to be controversial. You could tell me you don't want to answer this, which I don't think you will. My biggest gripe when it comes to gaming is the way, and streaming, is the way women are treated while gaming and streaming. You hear a lot of people, and we'll touch base first on, I want to hear your opinion on the streaming side, then I want to hear it on the gaming side. So starting off with the streaming, why do you think so many people have this mentality of, oh, they're just getting the views because they got tits, or they're getting the views because they're a woman? Why do you think that is?
It is because it's honestly about how they present themselves. Like, you got some damn good female gamers out there that, dress appropriately, and they're there for the game. They're there to play the game. They're there to actually pursue some sort of, affiliate or partner or anything like that. But then you got the girls that blatantly, and I mean blatantly, dress inappropriate and literally, oh, here, let me grab my controller. So, you got those gamers and damn well they're out there. And those ones are getting the 700 viewers per stream because, they're accidentally going to slip, But they could be, but they could not be good. Like, I've seen some damn good gamers out there, but, it's a catch-22 because honestly, like, it's the same with guys. Like, if a guy's going to sit there with his shirt off and showing off his abs and crap like that, just to get the female perspective of the viewers, it can go both. It's a two-way street. So, but girls are more lucky to get that.
That's why I show off my keg, because nobody wants a six-pack. You want a keg. Just saying.
Yeah, yeah. See, I was thinking about doing I was going to get the Borat Speedo and just get the nips covered, but I don't want to get banned.
You couldn't even do that on Twitch. You have to cover so much % of your body. And I did short shorts and a crop top, and I actually went into, like, I was careful with that. Like, I didn't go as short as I could have with my jeans, but that's a different story.
just get a little nub sticking out.
Yeah. Oops. But that being said,
a dick slip.
Why do you think people, and I had this just yesterday, and listen, I changed the way somebody acted in my stream. I had a gentleman, I'm not going to name his name. He's apologized, came to my stream after he got banned and then lost his account, unfortunately, for the way he was acting in my stream. Dropping the N-word, but he's calling a female in the stream. I was playing with a girl on COD. Good gamer. Good call-outs. Just a good gamer.
Oh, yeah.
and he's calling her a dishwasher, and I fucking flip shit on stream. Like, I lost my shit on this kid. Why do you think, like, why is there so much ignorance when it comes to this shit in gaming?
Jealousy. Straight up jealousy, because, like, when a female is better than a guy gaming, that's not appropriate. It's like, it goes back to, you know, the old days when women couldn't do men's work because they were women. They can't lift as much as a man. They can't do as much as a man. They can't, you know, they don't have all these things. But it's the same with gaming, just a different perspective, because now it's not, they can't do it. It's just men get jealous because they're better than men at it. I mean, my wife whoops my fucking ass at Call of Duty. She kicks my ass. Like, I get mad because, like, she's pumping out 23 kills and freaking 8 deaths, and I got 23 and 23. You know, like, it's just like, are you fucking kidding me? But still, it's, again, you're gonna get banned for having a, you know what, on your desk there. That's inappropriate.
I mean, he's my best fuzzy pussy. Just saying.
But anyways, no, and, like, you know, that's exactly what it is. It's just basically like men are jealous because there are women better out there. He's like, hey, what's happening? It's like my dog.
Hey, buddy, you want to go away? I'm busy, bud.
But yeah, and that's it is. It's straight up just jealousy. Like, fuck, you know what? I game with anybody and everybody, and, like, same with the N word. Like, oh my god, that is toxic. That is still toxic when you play multiplayer. As soon as they hear the, you know, the accent, or you can figure it out. You can, you know, decipher the fact that they are whatever race.
Yeah.
Then you start dropping that. That is just ridiculous, man.
I had somebody, and this was after the fact of him, had somebody else. I reported, and listen, guys, I'll be honest. I'm one of those person, you want to drop the N-word, if you have the balls to drop it while I'm sitting on playing a game with you, then you have the balls enough to let me report you. Because I had a guy yesterday, his Activision got banned. He's like, oh, you're a streamer, and dropped it over and over again. I'm like, okay, here, I'm going to mute you. Yeah, it's on my stream. So you know what? If I got banned over it, fine. But let me tell you this much. You're going to lose your account. And he came on my stream. You really reported me? I'm like, yeah, what did I say last night on stream? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. And that's how it is to me. 100% fine with losing to a female, but I'll be damned if I lose to my wife.
I was just reading that too. Yeah, well, you know what? At least I'm man enough to admit it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so I got to get your point on this. All right, we're both blue-collar media group people. I believe you're a gamer, correct?
Yes.
So, how did you find Blue Collar Media Group?
Actually, I seen a post on Facebook from Ernest about looking for streamers and blah, 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 blah. And I just took a shot. I was just like, you know what? Best way to get out there is to, you know, make some friends and, you know, network yourself out there. And then I messaged him and I told him, and he got back to me and he said, hey, Kay, tell me a little bit about yourself. Sadly, I sat on that message for too long. And I was actually in line to be a streamer. And then what happened is he filled all the spots the day that I contacted him. You son of a bitch. I'm just kidding. But anyways, like, it doesn't.
I was one of the last ones.
Dude, and you know what? It's totally fine because I'm still part of the team. And you know what? I told Ernest straight up. He's like, because he gave me the option. He's like, you know, I want to put you on the gaming team if you're interested. And then, you know, eventually you'll become a streamer whenever. Yeah. And I was like, you know what, man? I appreciate everything, and I'm humble, and I'm willing to do it because, you know what? It's just fun, and, you know, the opportunity is there. Why not take it?
See, my honest opinion.
And then now.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, in my honest opinion, there's no difference between the streamer and the gamer, and there shouldn't be. The reason, you know, and that's the thing, is as long as you're putting your work into the group and giving back to the group and helping and not just taking, you're no different. You're just as important as everybody else. So that's my opinion.
Exactly. And I don't see a difference in it either because, like, you know, the only real difference is streamers take, they get the major promotion rather than the gamers, which makes total sense to me because, they're the ones building the foundation of the blue collar media esports group, right? And then gamers are just still, we're the foundation, still striving to be up to that streamer platform, which, will come once we get the full streaming team again. And to me, it's awesome. Like, I just do it because it's fun. And, it's nice to have that, that's people standing behind you that are pushing you and, giving you opportunities that you probably never would have had if you went to follow through with it.
Yeah. So, trying to think of another, like, I am going completely, just so you know, every question, there's nothing here. It's all off the cuff. I'm just coming up without my sleeve. All right. So we hit all your gamer. We hit a lot of, like, your old school shit. What do you see yourself in the future? What are you looking for in the future of gaming or streaming and all that?
Basically, like, we just having fun. Like, fuck, if I could do this full time, man, I would game full time. If I could make a living, like, a bunch of guys that are out there right now, hell yeah, who wouldn't take that opportunity? If I'm good enough to do it, I wouldn't. Do I think it's going to happen? Not anytime soon, but there's always a potential. There could be that one moment that, someone catches it and boom, hey, you're going to blow the hell up and you're just going to go off the wall with this shit, right? Again, it's just challenging yourself, pursuing everything that you possibly can. Like, never thought I was going to be in movies with celebrities, but I was extra background with Al Pacino. Or no, not Al Pacino. Hold on. I gotta think. Andy Garcia. That's it. Got it.
Who the fuck is Andy Garcia?
Fucking Godfather, man.
I really don't. I've seen the movies like once or twice. I'm not a mafia movie guy.
No. But no. I've been background extras in a few things and shit like that. So I just did it because.
Why not?
I have a list of shit that I wanted to do. I wanted to be a famous actor, but that didn't happen. But do I give up? Fuck no.
No, because
still made it onto TV and the movie theater.
You know what the difference is, though, too? Is you have the chance of being that famous person right now as you sit because of what you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I got a good one. This is actually one question I love asking everybody. How are you different from every other streamer out there?
Because I'm fucking me.
Thank you.
Fucking sexy. I'm sexy. I'm awesome. I'm TikTok famous, for Christ's sakes. I got 640 followers. That's fucking huge. I got more on my TikTok than I do on my Twitch. That's sad. I think I'm streaming in the wrong place.
No, Pornhub's still hiring, but that's a different story.
Oh, fuck. You can do that shit for free.
No. That being said, though, is if somebody went to you and said, how do I do what you're doing? What is your best piece of advice?
Don't go nuts buying expensive shit. Use what you have at your disposal. A prime example is my kid. He comes to me and he's like, Dad, I'm going to start streaming because I see, you do it. I want to do it because, it's fun, blah, 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 blah. I was like, all right. And he's like, gives me this list. He's like, I'm going to go buy this and I'm going to buy this and I'm going to buy this. And I'm like, dude, why are you buying all this shit? And he's like, why? Like, he was buying the most expensive microphone, the most expensive arm, the best camera that was out there, and all this crap. And I was telling, and then he needed to go buy a capture card. I was like, for one, don't need a capture card because you play on Xbox One. PC and Xbox One are compatible, so you're good there. I needed to buy a capture card because I upgraded and they don't allow that feature anymore. But anyways, so then I was like, dude, I gave him like all the shit that I had extra from the stuff that I don't use anymore. His stream, the only thing he has to upgrade is his computer because his computer's garbage. But that is my biggest thing: is don't go out, spend a ton of money on stuff for your stream. Use what you have at your disposal. Obviously, get a good quality microphone, camera, blah, blah, blah. But don't go spend the most expensive crap. Like, you're not a professional streamer yet. Start off small and work your way up.
Yeah. No, that's great advice, especially for new streamers, because there's a lot I just talked to somebody the other day, and they're like, "Oh, I gotta buy a computer to stream." I'm like, "Why?" Well, I play on Xbox. I'm like, can't you stream right off your Xbox? And she goes, "Yeah, but I need a computer." I'm like, "No, you don't." I'm like, I started from PS4, right off a console, no camera, just a controller and a mic. You know what the sad part
kind
is?
of went.
Go ahead.
What's that?
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, I was just saying, like, I started off with. We had a good PC, but like my Xbox One, I just figured out how to stream capture from my Xbox One onto my PC through Smart Glass. And then when I upgraded to the Xbox Series X, I was kind of pissed when they didn't have that option on there. I was like, that's a ripoff. So literally, I went out and bought a $25 capture card, cheapest capture card I could find to stream my Xbox. And it works beautifully. I have the odd issue every now and then, but nothing major. Like, I'm not going to go out and spend a few $100s on frickin', something frickin' stupid.
I'm gonna go. So, we just bought my wife a capture card. I was like, we're getting Elgato. We bought her a $50 one. It works fucking great. So yes, not spending a whole lot of money. It's just like headsets. People are like, oh, I need a Astro A50s. I want a pair of Astro A50s, but I'm not spending $200 on a fucking headset.
Go ahead. Well, I just bought these guys because my old headset.
This is where I was going with the question. I love this.
That was my old headset.
See, you didn't throw them out.
No. I keep this shit, man. So, and then I got this headset. Still got my original. Like, this is my Turtle Beach PX5. This was a freaking awesome set, but the amp receiver went on it.
So, I've had these are Astro A10s.
Nice.
I wouldn't throw these out. Obviously, here's the fun part. I love Astros.
Yeah.
These are my wife's.
I was contemplating.
Go ahead.
I was contemplating on getting the Astros, but then I went out and bought a Razer Nari Essential. Razer Nari Essentials they were like $140 or something like that. So I bought those. I brought them home. Found out they weren't compatible with my Xbox because they didn't have the wire.
Yeah.
But they were compatible with my PC. So I used my sound through the PC and all that stuff, which was great. But then I killed them. I drained the battery before I charged it, blah, 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 blah. So I charged it for 24 hours, started using them again. They died within an hour.
Oof.
So then I did it again. So I think it was just a defective product. So then I took them back to where I bought them from. And then I was like, do I really want to go with that again? And then I bought these. I just had to pay an extra, $60, and these things are freaking awesome.
I have,
just top sound.
I have the Astro A10s. I got a pair of Corsairs, and what happened is the foam around them came loose. And my A10s, they still sound great. It's just I need to get new foam. But exactly. But you know what the fun part about it? I can buy new foam for those A10s for $20. But, all right, so you have that piece of equipment that you're like, you just won't get rid of. What is that piece of equipment on your stream that that's your pride and joy?
See this right here?
Mm-hmm.
That right there?
Yep.
That's my flag for Pantera.
No shit.
I have to incorporate that. It has to stay in my stream somewhere. Whether it relates to it or not, I have to make sure it's there. I am obsessed. I mean, like stalker obsessed with Pantera.
No shit.
Oh yeah. Like, I actually took a job as a long haul truck driver running flat deck just after Dimebag Darrell got murdered. I'm getting choked up here. After Dimebag Darrell got murdered, I took a job to drive to his gravesite just to see his gravesite. Drove a semi into the cemetery to go see his grave.
Yo, that's awesome. That is metal as all fuck.
Oh
Like
yeah.
that's.
And then when Vinny,
Go ahead.
and then when Vinny Paul died, he just recently died of a heart attack last year or a couple years ago. Again, another job. Went into Dallas, Texas. Had to go to the cemetery, see the gravesite, and you can actually see it on my TikTok. Actually, I have a video of me at the cemetery paying my respects to them. And then a funny story is I met Rex Brown, which is their bass player for Pantera, backstage at a Black Sabbath concert because Down was supposed to play there, but I snuck backstage. Don't tell anybody.
Yo, that's awesome. Yo,
I used to work for the cable company in the city they came to see, and I had an ID badge that had the cable access company on it. So I literally just walked around. This is where confidence pays off, kids. You can do anything you want if you have the confidence and you act like you're supposed to be there. I literally walked around like Wayne's World when they had the freaking backstage passes and like, we're backstage pass, we're VIP. And I was walking around, yeah, I'm here. And Ronnie James Dio stepped off a bus. True story. Ronnie James Dio, because I was right where the buses are and Down wasn't there yet. Ronnie James Dio bus backed in, and Ronnie James Dio gets off the bus and like stumbles out in front of me, and I'm like, "Whoa, careful, old man!" And then looks at me. He's like, "Who are you? And what are you doing back here?" I was like, "Nothing." And he's like, "You're supposed to be back here, son." And I was like, "Do you want the truth? Or do you want the truth?" And he's like, "I want the truth." I was like, "No, I'm not supposed to be back here, but here's my explanation. I want to see Phil and all them and blah, 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 blah." And he's like, "Are you going to cause any trouble?" I was like, "No, sir." And he's like, "All right, I'll let you stay, but as long as you don't cause trouble."
No shit.
That was awesome, man.
That's awesome. So
it was awesome.
Everybody has something that drives them. Everybody. It's a phrase that sticks in their head. I know you can't read what this says, but mine is "my fear is my greatest strength." What phrase drives you as a streamer? Or as a person?
Just, being bullied as a kid and people telling me I ain't gonna do shit. I ain't gonna do I will never achieve anything. I will never be anything. That's what I strive for. I just do whatever I want, within reason. But I don't let nothing hold me back. I try it. If it works, great. If it doesn't, I'm done. I'm solved.
I like that. That's something that I noticed with a lot of streamers. Like, I guess it's just streamers now that are coming out, is they all have that story. Why are you like this? I was bullied. Why do you help people? I was bullied. And we all have that sense of... we all have that... I love how she opened the door and then slowly closed it.
He's laughing at you for opening the door and slowly closing it. That's my wife.
But you know what? Having that story, having that drive of, being for whatever reason, that target back in school and then taking it in such a positive way is amazing. And the people that I see it really is amazing.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Hurting a little bit.
But
and I agree 100%.
All right, chat, I'm going to give you guys, if you have any questions for BlindCruz Gaming, we're going to be starting to wrap it up a little bit. I'm going to let you guys get some questions in with him if you want to know anything. Like I said, you could check him out at BlindCruz Gaming. Already starting. But you can check him out at BlindCruz Gaming. I'll give you another shout out.
We are going to win. We are going to win. That is it. That is all. We're going to practice right now. After this, let's practice. And favorite dad joke. I think of a good favorite dad joke. See, I research, I rehearse before I do my TikToks. So Geez. The old ones of where is I don't even freaking know now. I have to think about this. Give me a second here. Actually gonna Google it. Oh, all right. Geez. Favorite dad jokes. You did put me on the spot. How about I stopped walking under billboards because I was afraid they were going to fall down on me. So I took a sign from above.
Good old Alice Who 42, which is my wife.
I figured as much.
Biggest pain in the ass. No, I love my wife to death.
Oh, I love my wife to death too.
Are we gonna win? How long did you want to be an entertainer from fun?
How long did I want to be? Oh man, from the time of like Jesus, small as I can remember, man. I've always wanted to be either an actor or hell, I was in a metal band for Christ's sakes. I chased that dream fucking hard. I've been in TV series, movies. I was a metal guy, a band, a singer, bass player, and a drummer. 3 different bands. I've been chasing the spotlight since I was a kid, man. And one day I'll hit it big. Swear to God.
There's nothing wrong with trying to do it.
Hell no, man. Hell no.
Anybody else? Give us your best metal scream.
Ha! I live in a condo. Hell no.
I love it. I love it.
I will be evicted.
Guys, I am giving you all his social media links while you guys are asking him questions. Go ahead. Sorry, Blunt.
Yeah, I wish I had links of when I was in a metal band, but this was before Facebook and internet and all that crap. That's how old I am. But we didn't have any. We only had CDs, and I think we lost them all. That's the shitty part. But if it's any consideration, my buddy's band is still famous. They're Into Eternity, and the lead singer used to be Stu Block, who sang for Iced Earth before he quit.
2 bands I never heard of. Not gonna lie.
Oh man, come on! Iced Earth is dope. Actually, now the founder of Iced Earth is in court right now because he rioted the Capitol building.
Oh Jesus Christ! We're not gonna touch. Yeah, we're not touching that.
No. But that's why Stu Block left the band. So,
guys, if you have any questions for BlindCruz Gaming, please ask. I do have an end-all question. I always will for these guys. So, get your questions in because I'm really gonna fuck with them.
Let's go. Where's those questions?
Best strats for networking.
You know what? Doing what we're doing. Like, don't just go. Like I screwed up big time when I first started because I didn't know what a follow for follow was. And when I first started my Twitch, I would just go into Facebook and I'd post, hey, come check out my blah, blah, blah. And then someone would say, okay, I'll follow you. You follow me. And I was like, okay. So I'd click the button and start following them. And then they did not follow me at all or didn't watch any of my shit. So now I don't do that. I literally go into people's streams. I try to watch as many streams as I possibly can. If I catch you on, I'll check you out, and I spend time in there. Even when I'm streaming, I'm watching streams at the same time.
Yep.
So,
I'll vouch for you on that one. I can't tell you how many times we'll both be streaming and we're both in each other's streams. I mean, they only can watch 3 people, but. And
I don't do that just because I'm trying to promote myself. I do that because I want to show that I'm there. I support you or an individual. But I don't go into streams and I don't say, hey, guys, I'm live right now. I don't do any of that crap. Or I try not to even drop a mention of me playing a game or streaming or anything like that. Be respectful. Like, the best advice I can give you is be respectful. Don't even talk about your stream unless they ask you. Go in there. Promote the shit out of the person you're watching. Like even in your own stream, like hell, I'll be live, and if me and Punish aren't even playing together, I'll say, go check out Punish, go check out his shit. He's pretty freaking dope, man. Or go check out Chad. He's pretty freaking dope. Or go check out, Hailstorm. They're pretty awesome. Blah blah blah. I promote, especially the Blue Collar Media Group. I try to promote us all because we're that family, right? But just just be yourself, be there, be present in that person's stream. Don't be present because you want to make yourself known.
Where's my sub badge? What do you mean, where's your sub? I think the best way to let someone know you're a streamer is to rate them. Oh, you got to use all.
Agreed.
You need to use all tools given to you by Twitch to let someone know you're a streamer. Not just rating. Hosting is a big sign. If you're willing to host somebody,
you got auto host for a reason.
I don't. You know what? I'm actually pulling people off my auto host. If I have certain people on it, so if I know I'm not around, they'll get it. But I make sure to put and I tell this to my people all the time. Sometimes go into a stream, and even if they're on your auto host, pull it off, unhost them, and host them. Get your name to go across the stream, because if someone sees your name go across the stream, they're like, "Oh, let me check them out." Not saying it's just it works. I'm just saying,
I think in my auto host, I just have, I got a few like the Blue Collar Media Groups in there, and then a couple buddies that I play games with. But
no, there's nothing wrong.
Realistically,
with that.
No. But I usually just host whoever I'm watching, and I try to host anybody that has, rating. I rate anybody under 25 viewers. Like if they got less than 25 viewers, I'll raid them, even if I have 2 or 1. But I try to raid the small guys rather than the big ones. The odd time, if no one's on, I'll go raid the big ones just to get my name out there, just to say, hey, check me out, motherfuckers.
Yeah. If nobody else has a question, I have my final question. I'll give you guys, I know it's a 20-second delay. I'll give you 30 seconds. Last question. Last call. If you want to ask a question, get it out now. Harvey. I know you want to be famous, but you're a cat. You're my TikTok cat.
I'll go get my pugs.
Yeah.
I'll go get my pugs, and they'll chase your punani away there.
Burke, I think you can switch out your your badges actually. But yeah, I think you can switch them out. No, this is great. I'm looking forward to doing this with more of you guys from BCMG. I'm looking forward to do it with other streamers as well. Guys, again, if you have...
It's a great idea.
If you have not already, check out BlindCruz Gaming. Check him out. If you like the content you see, hit that follow button. If you don't like the content you see, go on his stream when he's live and tell him he sucks. That being said, he's not a bad streamer. He's a good gamer. He's great to play with. He plays Call of Duty. That's the only game I've seen him play. So that I'm not. He also did say he plays Valhalla, but the only game I've seen him ever play is COD. That being said, check him out.
Hey, if you go into my Twitch, you'll see the games I play. I've even played GTA in there once, and that was really boring for me.
That being said, the final question
I fucking suck at.
The final question I have for you tonight, and this is gonna be, I see the nerd stuff. So why is Marvel better than DC?
Oh, I'm one of those people that fucking love movies. I love comic books. I love all these things. Marvel is just better because it's got Stan Lee. Stanley's a fucking god in my books. DC is good because, they got Superman and Batman. Batman's a big hero.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to drop this. You will never see me and Batman in the same room. Just kind of, don't tell anybody, but you never know. But anyways, no, Marvel is just, they have a wide range of characters that are huge, where DC has 4.
Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Superman, and Batman.
Yeah, no, even Aquaman, come on. Aquaman's not really famous.
No,
you've seen Big Bang Theory, correct? Yeah. No one wanted to be Aquaman. But anyways, no, like just Marvel. I just love Iron Man, Spider-Man, freaking all those ones, the Hulk, I've seen almost. I think I've seen every Marvel movie. I've seen the original Thor, for Christ's sake.
What about the original 1980s Avengers that was complete trash?
Oh God, I've even seen the East Indian one that was filmed in Dubai.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, it's just yes, DC villains are better. I would agree on that because the villains are just sick because they got the Joker, they got Deadshot, they got all these. I just think the Marvel DC rivalry is so awesome, and especially with Deadpool and Deadshot. Slade Wilson and Wade Wilson. Come on.
No. Let's not go there. Let's
Come
not
on.
talk. No.
Come on.
Slate, we're not doing this. There is no comparison between the two.
Deadpool, but that's the best part, though.
Deadpool
that's
would
the best
win.
part. Deadpool would destroy. Come on. Canadian. Deadpool. Come on. Wade Wilson, Regina, Saskatchewan treasure. Come on.
You want to come over here? Come on.
That fucking cat. Oh, yes. See, I like the original Mike. Okay, here's a question for you there, Punish.
Go ahead.
Which is the better Batman?
Movie-wise?
Michael Keaton, Christian Bale, Al Kilmer, George Clooney.
All right, I'm going to correct you right there. Hold on. You can't put Christian Bale because The Dark Knight, yes, it's Batman, but the Dark Knight series and Batman are two different things. Dark Knight has a darker sense to it where the Batman series is more... Michael Keaton... No, actually, and fuck you. Adam West is the only real Batman. Change my mind.
Fair enough, okay. Hey, Adam West, I agree with that. And then the best Joker. There you go.
Oh, Joker always will be, and hands down, I love... Mark Hamill is the only Joker, and the reason why it's the laugh.
Fair enough. You're going animated. You're going to go animated, are you?
It's a laugh that makes it. But if you're going real, it's always going to be Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger had the look. If you had Heath Ledger with Mark Hamill's laugh, Heath Ledger would kill it. Because just the way... Go ahead.
Agreed. But even then, Heath Ledger, fucking amazing. Jack Nicholson, still for what he had at the time.
Yep.
That was a sick Joker, man. But Heath Ledger, he blew that shit out of water. I was so sad when I found out that he passed and wasn't able to do another one. So ridiculous. Jared Leto, we won't even talk about Jared Leto.
Yeah, he was the Joker that should have never been. But that's why I'm a big comic book guy, and obviously you are. So
you should just spend an hour interviewing your cat.
He usually isn't like this. He's usually not here. But that's why I was going to say is I am looking forward. I may be doing down the line more episodes with more people. So it may go from the rise to the continuation of the rise. What, babe?
Are you muted?
No.
So you guys like stuff? I like stuff. Any other questions that you guys would like to drop in there? Say hello.
Anyways, sorry, she was asking me a question. She's like, "Can I say this on stream?" I'm like, "I don't give a fuck what you say on stream." But guys, yeah, if you want to ask one more question, go right on ahead. Feel free. If not, I'm gonna raid out in a couple seconds. We'll find a streamer that's low on views. Maybe you got somebody that you follow that you'd like me to raid out to. Give them some support. We'll raid out. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna start back up in about 15 minutes to half hour and get the gaming side going. I may be playing some Call of Duty. Most likely playing Call of Duty for tonight. But guys, big shout out to BlindCruz Gaming. Thank you for taking this opportunity to do this today. It means a lot to me.
Anytime, man.
Bro, it meant a lot.
Here's an idea for you, man. This is a great idea. You're a fucking genius for this shit. This is awesome. And another thing you should try to work out is like you could get like multiple streamers in here, all like, questioning each other about different things.
So I tell people all the time, I have a million thoughts going through my head. Hence, not gonna lie, I came up with the thought of the Blue Collar COD Rumble. I had this in my mind. My next goal is after getting a couple people, I'm going to go to everybody I interviewed so far and say, okay, we're going to have streamer Jeopardy.
A streamer game show, that'd be awesome.
A streamer game show. And obviously, I'm not going to lie, I'm not participating. I'm going to ask you guys questions. And it's going to be
the host.
It's going to be potpourri. Every question I find is going to be potpourri. I'm going to go to my community, your guys' communities if I'm in there, and say, go, give me questions. And I'm going to randomly find questions or tell them to pick games and find questions about the games. You guys as streamers must answer them. We'll have points based on the question. 100-round series. I have ideas. I have 1,000 ideas in this little head.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'll dress up as Pat Sajak. You can dress up as Vanna White. We'll be good.
No, I'm gonna dress up as Elsa from. You know what? Here's the goal. If we can do this, I will dress up every time we do the Streamer Jeopardy. I will be in a different dress.
That'll be too distracting.
I have an Elsa dress right in the other room, sir.
I've seen the pictures. That's awesome. No, this is awesome though. I like this.